sidewalk in the plaza, this vast plaza, not up on the steps, but here on the sidewalk, covered in chalk messages, in Hebrew, in English, from all over the world. And so many children, I brought my own kids here, coming because they're learning about what Ruth Bader Ginsburg has done for this country, for equality, the principle of equality in their schools. There was sadness, but there was also a great deal of pride. Concern among those who are of the liberal persuasion, and they're very concerned about who will replace Justice Ginsburg, but it wasn't a place for politics. It was a place for gratitude more than anything else. And here in this solemn moment, you can feel that as well.
And you can see now the hearse approaching the steps of the Supreme Court. The casket will be taken up the steps, gone to the Great Hall of the Supreme Court. It will be a very short, solemn, private ceremony. Chief Justice John Roberts expected to speak. Also, Rabbi Lauren Holtzblatt, whose a rabbi at the Adas Israel Congregation in Washington, D.C. Her husband served as a law clerk to Justice Ginsburg. Kate Shaw, you served as a clerk on the Supreme Court, and I remember what Justice Souter said about his colleague, Justice Ginsburg. She achieved greatness before she became a great justice.
That's right. So we're reflecting on her legacy, not just as a justice, but a giant in the law decades before she ever ascended to the bench. So in the 1970s, she litigated cases that really changed the meaning of the Constitution. Before she started litigating these cases, it wasn't clear that the Constitution's equality guarantees applied to women at all. And she systematically changed that understanding by convincing the 9 men on the Supreme Court to basically include women in the 14th Amendment of the Constitution. And then years later, she ends up on the D.C. Circuit, and then for nearly 30 years on the Supreme